Hey everyone, Keeper here. So, the banned and restricted announcement happened today, and today being November 18th, 2019, I know the date, and a bunch of things happened in Standard. Most important, maybe Oko, but Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer are also gone. I suppose that is for the best, seeing as how green was a very dominant color in the meta right now. Um, with that, and this since this just happened today, I recorded a video yesterday where I played Teamer Reclamation, and although I didn't run into any Okos or anything like that, it was before the ban happened. So I'm gonna record one today. Not Teamer Reclamation. I found a fun deck. Well, I put together a fun version of a deck that already exists to see if I can make something happen with it. It's Mardu Enchantments. I think now that Oko and that gang are gone, I suspect that the Cauldron Familiar will still be around for a little bit. So I think I'm gonna try and see what the meta is looking like in best of one right now, and if it is Cauldron Familiar, then this deck might be somewhat annoying for my opponents to play against. It mostly because it has the four main deck Leyline of the Void and the four Hushbringer, but that isn't obviously the goal of the deck. It's essentially an enchantments deck. I don't have, I do not have the Outlaw's Merriment, which would probably be a good fit in this deck. And now that I got some wild cards back from the ban and restricted announcement, I could potentially add those later onto the deck to see if it works. But as it is right now, it runs the 4 Starfield Mystic. It's got a bunch of enchantments that hopefully you can cast for cheap with the Mystic in play. Uh, Theater of Horrors for card advantage. All that glitters to play off all the enchantments mostly. There's no artifacts in this deck, but enchantments that the deck has. It's got Hushbringer is good to equip with all that glitters because of the lifelink and the evasion, and then just a bunch of mostly removal. Ethereal Absolution is good too. Captive Audience, I just wanted to try to see if it does anything good. I gave this deck a bit of a run yesterday. The only card I didn't really like as much was the Glass Casket, but not probably not the casket's fault so much as it is in that case it was the matchup's fault. It just ended up being dead card in my hand most of the time, so I'm still gonna try it. Maybe I'll switch it out later on for something else. This is a best of one deck. Leyline of the Void main deck is really only viable in a format full of Cauldron Familiars and in best of one, so I'm gonna give that a try. I doubt it'll amount to anything. It's not really a good card to have against anything other than Cauldron Familiar. And even against Cauldron Familiar, I suppose there are other options. But it is fun to watch my opponents concede off of opening hand Leyline of the Void. And so I'm going to see if that'll happen today. Other than that, yeah, there's pretty much just the pair of castles and a very painful mana base. I probably could cut some of these shock lands in favor of just basics and some fabled passages, but right now I'm just going to leave it like this and see what happens. I'm going to take it into against my better judgment because I feel like I'm just going to lose a bunch of ranks. I'm going to take it into best of one ranked, more because I also feel that it's probably the more competitive meta rather than maybe the more fun meta too, rather than just taking it into casual play. So we'll give that a try. Hopefully I managed to not lose too many ranks. That'd be good. That'd be very good because I haven't had time to try and grind out as many ranks as I thought I would this month. So I'd rather not lose the few that I've gotten so far. Alright. On the play, I'm actually going to keep this. Alright, keep. Keep. I can go turn 2 Mystic, potentially, or maybe turn 2 Hushbringer. Either or seems pretty good. The only downside with this this deck is if they deal with either the Mystic or the Hushbringer, I really don't do very much afterwards. Okay, so we got potentially a Boros list here. I am going to go Mystic. Hopefully it doesn't get killed. Sorry, Boros. Gruul. Boros. Surprising to still see Gruul. I guess not all of them were running the Once Upon a Time, but in this case it's not even Gruul, it's Jund. So what do we got here? Okay. That is fair. In that case, I'm just going to play this Temple of Silence. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. And then Hushbringer. I'll leave the Oath of Kaya potentially as removal. I got a Mortify too. It would have been nice to keep that. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm gonna Oath of Kaya the Mayhem Devil. I would like to find a Leyline of the Void at this point. Would be really nice. I do have the Mortify as well. Okay. Yeah. If they play a Cauldron Familiar, what else could they sacrifice? Huh. Are they going to sacrifice the Mayhem Devil? Ah, didn't think so. So in that case, I will kill the Mayhem Devil. I can sacrifice it now. Yep. Leyline of the Void would be ideal right now. Cauldron Familiar doesn't do anything until they kill it, so there's that. Gilded Goose, yeah. Okay. That's gonna be fun. No getting cats back. No point attacking with this, they'll just block with the Gilded Goose, so. Draw land, captive audience, and hope for the best. Okay. Sure. They really hate this Hushbringer then, alright. That's fair. Not the land I was hoping for. Prison Realm's nice though. But I will play Captive Audience first, and I will leave up Castle Ardenvale for blockers. For a blocker. Alright. I will block the Mayhem Devil. Why? Who knows? Let's Captive Audience then. Would have been nicer if I had a Starfield Mystic still. That would have been really good, but not much I can do. Do they give me the zombies? Do they go to 4? What's the play here? Oh, they go to 4. All right. All right. Another Midnight Reaper. Cauldron Familiar. Okay. So I'm guessing they plan on discarding their hand next turn. Hushbringer. Now, they can sacrifice something to that Witch's Oven. Still gonna try and get it. Yep. Not unexpected. No, I don't want the Godless Shrine. Wait, what did he discard? Rampage. Okay. I will take a bunch of damage here, unfortunately. Yeah, because they're looking, because the way Leyline of the Void works, they don't actually get the it costs 5. They don't actually get the draw triggers off the Reapers. Because the creatures don't go to the graveyard because it's a die effect. It's not. Actually, I could have played that out because now they have to give me zombies, and I forgot about the freaking zombies. Okay. Yep. Thank you. I don't think they're going to attack. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm still going to make a token here. Alright, Temple of Silence is not perfect, but Ethereal Absolution. Alright. That's nice. I will play this out. And I will swing with the Hushbringer here. The Ethereal Absolution here will potentially seal the deal. I don't get the Ethereal Absolution until after I attack. That is true. Alright, we'll leave it at that for now. I could have kept Theater of Horrors in hand instead. That probably would have been ideal. Right now I'm still not doing too bad. I got a bunch of blockers. Nope. That's game. Alright. That's reasonable. Did better than I expected, to be honest. But that Leyline of the Void was well timed. Ensuring that they neither got the draw triggers off those Midnight Reapers and they didn't get the ability to recur the Cauldron Familiar was pretty good. Okay, this is an awful hand. It's got the Leyline. I don't know what I'm facing. It doesn't have any creatures. It's got an Oath of Kaya. All that glitters. I guess I can try and scry my way to a Mystic or a Hushbringer, so I'm going to keep it just for the fun of doing Churn 0 Leyline of the Void. Oh. Okay. Doesn't scare off my opponent. That's a good sign. Starfield Mystic is actually really good here. We're going to start with that. Okay, they might have a counter spell. Let's hope not. 'Cause I'd really like this. Oh, Mystic sticks. Okay. I'm not sure. Azorius, maybe Esper. Oh, that might be why the Leyline of the Void is a problem. If it's Esper stacks, they can't get their eggs back with the Mance. Let's see what happens when I do this. Okay. Let's see what happens when I do this. All right. Interesting. Will this connect? It does. Ouch. All right. That's a big beefy boy. Prison Realm. Ouch. I do have Mortifies. There's one way to get around that. I do have the Oath of Kaya. Better than not playing anything right now, so there's that. By the looks of it, this might be some sort of Azorius control, I guess. I'm going to leave this Oath of Kaya for some potential threat. Chemistry's Insight. Okay. They can't recur the Chemist's Insight, which is good, the jump start. I suspect that this won't resolve, but I'm going to have to play it anyway, for lack of better. If this resolves, it does shut down their castle. Yep, didn't think so. Did not think so. But from the looks of it, it is a Azorius control deck. I suppose I could counter this. Doesn't really make a difference to me. What I would like to draw here is a Hushbringer. Oh, it's a fairy. Okay. All that glitters is not what I want to see. But I will deal some damage to that to fairy if I can. Oh, I guess not. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is far from being the ideal matchup. Prison Realm, try that. Okay. I doubt I'll be able to fight my way through all those cards in hand. Glass Casket. Yeah, this does nothing for me. I guess I can exile that token if they let me. Realistically, it exists because it pumps up all that glitters. Other than that, it doesn't even get cheaper from the Starfield Mystic. Okay. That's an odd play. Sure. I'll play out just because I don't have anything else to play anyway, so they can do what they like with it. And churn. From this position, I doubt very much that I'll be able to find a win. Sure. You don't have to bounce anything, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. So, the question here is, they have the veto, I'm guessing. Do I mortify that prison realm and try to get my Starfield Mystic back? Or do I mortify the Realm Cloak Giants? Oh, okay. They can still block with that realm cloaked giant with considerable ease. They could have another answer. Oh, mass manipulation. All right, that's one way to deal with it. Theater of Horrors. No. Yeah. Yep. That be it. Hard to defeat. A handful of counter spells. And realistically, this isn't the deck to do it with either, so I guess now that the ban and restricted list announcement has been made, Azorius control might be a thing. I think it was actually, yeah, might have already been pretty good against the Oko decks. I'm not really sure. No, this is a bad hand. This isn't really much better, but I am going to keep it. I will, bottom this Ethereal Absolution. Did I just walk into another Azorius matchup? That would be bad. Bad. I really need to get a haircut, don't I? Looks like I actually might be playing against another Azorius deck. I'm gonna play the Temple of Silence here. I don't need another Theater of Horrors. We'll play this Hushbringer. And swing for 2. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Yep. I will Glass Casket the Charming Prince if I... Oh, maybe I can't. What do we have? Okay. I will play out the Theater of Horrors instead of Dawn of Hope this turn. They might have Petty Theft. Not sure what they were holding up there. Time Wipe. That's acceptable. What is under there? A lands. Oath of Kaya. Stay on top. And Dawn of Hope. Okay. Scry 2. Yeah. So I can Oath of Kaya that Charming Prince. Not that I really need to. Okay. I can still Oath of Kaya that Charming Prince. Huh. Yeah, I always forget that it does that. So yep, I'm just going to pass the turn. So I'm gonna have to get that Oath of Kaya back next turn. Ooh, Agent of Treachery. Ouch. What are you taking? Theater of Horrors. Okay. That's a weird one. Yeah, in that case, I will block. Oh, that's one short. One is short of hitting that captive audience. Nice. Not what I wanted to see. Is there any reason to cast this Leyline of the Void? No. No, there isn't. And churn. Deputy of Detention. Ouch. Okay. And block. Wait, why didn't it block? Oh, I must have misclicked it. Alright. Alright, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I do like this list. Seems like it's Azorius. What's it called? Blink. Azorius Blink. A lot of enter the battlefield triggers, a lot of exile and return effects. Do. What's I can make a token, I suppose. Have myself a little lifelink chump blocker, or not chump blocker in this case. Yep, that'd be it. 2 Azorius decks in a row. 2 very different Azorius decks means that at least it's not, well, it's obviously not going to be Oko, but it means at least it's not green or anything like that. Something new that we haven't seen in a while. So I heard some whispers at the beginning of the format of people considering some blink decks, but it's good to see that it actually might be a thing. I'm not sure how, like, obviously my deck isn't meant to be what we would call a meta deck. It's more of a hate deck, so I'm not really sure how that blink deck would stack up against gates. Oh boy. How it would stack up against other other better suited decks. Okay. I want black mana. No black mana. I will pay the 2, drop the Mystic. Hopefully next turn. Oh, District Guide. District Guide doesn't really do much. Still, I suppose I could Glass Casket. Double black. Sure, we'll leave that the way it is. I will Glass Casket that. I don't think I'm the aggro deck here, but I am going to play as if I were right now. Because next turn I can Prison Realm, right? And all that glitters. Right? I'm counting that right. Yeah, I am. Okay. So, Godless Shrine. So help me cast Captive Audience. Let's Prison Realm the go. Yeah, I'll still keep that there. And then all that glitters the Mystic. They might have another goat. Oh, Shimmer of Possibilities, okay. I suppose they could be looking for Gates of Blaze, potentially. That's what I would probably be looking for here. Trying to build up to a big Gates of Blaze. They have... Does Plaza of Harmony count as a gate? No, it doesn't. So they have 4 gates currently. I am going to oath them just to increase my Mystic's damage. Okay. Gates of Blaze doesn't cut it. Alright. 2 and 2. I guess I'm back to where I started. But it was fun. I mean, it did its purpose. It did destroy, or not destroy. It did beat. It did manage to beat the Cauldron Familiar deck, which is a good start. And I guess I got lucky with that aggro draw against the Gates deck, which is also really good. Lost horribly to 2 Azorius decks. That's neither expected or unexpected. haven't played against Azorius yet. The first 2 games I played, so there's that. All in all, I think there might be something here if the Cauldron Familiar sticks around. If it doesn't, then this deck is absolutely pointless. I mean, I could switch out the Leyline of the Voids. Let me look at the deck instead of just talking without looking at it. I could switch out the Leyline of the Void for something else that synergizes with enchantments. I could potentially get the Outlaw's Merriment. I could get a few other things. Might be really good in the deck. Sweepers might be good in the deck. Might be good to have. Some Kaya's Wraths. The Hushbringers could go if realistically there's no more Cauldron Familiars. It's got a really weird art to it. I like it. But other than that, it's mostly just a fun deck. It is focused on shutting down the Cauldron Familiar. It's one way of doing it, I guess. There might be others. And yesterday it did its job. Unfortunately, we didn't see as many Cauldron Familiars as I thought I'd see. 1 in 4. It's not too bad. But it's pretty good. Fun. Got me 2 wins. Let me keep my rank as is. I wish I could find some time to grind out that rank, but I don't think I will. But yeah, Mardu Enchantments coming to Pro Tour near you. Oh, it's not a Pro Tour anymore. It's coming to a Mythic Championship near you. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna call that a day, and I appreciate everyone for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the Mardu Enchantments deck, and maybe you'll find a better version of the list that I could give a try. If you do, you can send it to me on Twitter at MarcioPeralta85, or you can drop a comment below. And yeah, that's probably the 2 best ways to reach out to me. So other than that, thanks for watching, and have a good evening.